Hello and welcome to Whispers of Oblivion. This is the prologue for Legacy of the Void. I'm playing this right after the recent patch that changed the loading screen. It was a big UI overhaul and it changed the loading screen. It put Artanis in here and it unlocked the prologue for everyone to play. Now, I'm not getting this when it first came out because I'm not crazy enough to pre-order a game that's such a sack of shit. Multiplayer-wise, I'm talking, of course, about Legacy of the Void. So I'm only doing this now. I know many people have done it before, but I couldn't be bothered to look into it. Another thing I want to mention is that I recently did a Wings of Liberty playthrough of the campaign, and this is going to be nothing like that because I haven't played it inside out. I don't know the optimal sort of way to do each mission. So if you're looking for that, then you might be disappointed. I don't know, I played this twice before, so I know a little bit about it. So what we're going to do is we're going to play this, and we're going to select new campaign, and we're going to play it on Brutal. In an era of great uncertainty, the Dark God David Kim have shat on our game so much. That's what it really should say. Let's talk a little bit about the patch, actually. It's shit. One of the things that it did is basically shat on the frame rate for a lot of players. I hear that there's a lot of people complaining about their frame rates, and I myself do not have the best computer out there, but I have a pretty good one. I usually run everything on the second highest settings, on the extreme settings, or I forgot what the graphic setting was called, but right now I'm running on high, and it's still shitting pretty hard. To the point where I can't really do my BM to GM anymore. It's just, when the unit count gets high, it's just completely impossible to play unless I turn it down, which I haven't really tried yet, but I'm assuming if I go on low, it should be fine. So we're waiting for David Kim to clean up his fucking mess, which really should happen. Or, actually, what am I saying? David Kim's never gonna clean up his fucking mess.
As it was foretold, Amon, the Dark God, lives again. If any hope remains for our galaxy, it lies in the hands of the Zelnaga. Only one piece of the prophecy remains unfulfilled, that on the world where Amon was reborn, the last light will be revealed. There is one being who knew that location. A creature known as Samir Duran, or to the Terrans, as Narun. In this system hides a long-forgotten Mobius facility. I must hope his secrets still rest within its walls.
Zeratul, it is a great honor. I am Praetor Talus, and I humbly request your aid. An unknown force has been abducting Templar from our colony worlds. My forces and I have managed to track them to a Terran facility, but we are under attack by the Swarm.
The Swarm? I'm on my way, Talus. May Adun hide you until I arrive.
Our brethren are being held prisoner across the complex. We must free them before the Swarm overwhelms the facility.
Zeratul, I thought I sensed your presence. Let's not mince words. Why are you here?
This place holds information I seek, and my captured brethren. I intend to free them both from the Terran's grip.
This facility is a breeding ground for Amon's hybrid army. My swarm will erase it from existence. But I know that won't stop you. So let me make this clear. Stay out of our way, Zeratul.
Do not fear. He will not abandon this fight, Talus. If we are swift and clever, we can avoid the Swarm.
Very well. I have made our nexus point ready for your arrival.
So this mission basically, I thought Blizzard would be great in making campaigns, but I'm proven wrong yet again. I'm not saying this mission is bad, but this mission basically says to me that Blizzard plans to, well, at least not Blizzard, but David Kim plans to...
Kerrigan will send the swarm to destroy the station's reactor. We must free our brothers before that happens.
Shadows. Dark Prelate, we will need to cross the swarm's attack route to reach the captives.
Move forward only when it is clear. Avoid the Zerg's forces at all costs.
As I was saying, this basically says to me that David Kim wants to push his garbage on not only the multiplayer, but the campaign as well. The reason I'm saying that is because I tried doing this in a standard macro way. It doesn't work on Brutal. What you have to do is you have to cheese with Dark Templars, and then you have to retard magnet the Zerg to do a lot of the killing for you. I'm not saying the retard magnet is bad. I'm not saying this is a bad way to finish the campaign, but if you remember Wings, you could push through everything in a macro-oriented manner. You're not forced to cheese anything. So basically, this is an end of the, I guess, anything I loved about StarCraft. They're saying go cheese your way through everything, go be a dick in multiplayer, go kill the workers and nothing else, and stupid shit like that. That's why I'm getting the double gas right away. It's a good thing we don't need a Twilight Council. I'm guessing the Void Seeker may be acting as a Twilight Council. There we go, there's the bugs. We almost have enough for a Dark Shrine. We also need to make a few of the Stalkers, because, well, they send units. That's kind of turdy. Now, sometimes they will send an Overseer, but if they don't, then you can cut open some of these units.
You require my skill.
Okay, so we're down to one gateway right now. I'll add a second one, because I feel like that is something we need. Mostly we're going to be reserving the gas for the Dark Templar. I think 2 gateways will be enough production for now. We will need Colossi and stuff to defend a push later on. Okay, so there comes the garbage, so I'll make another one here. We got the bobs going on here. I'll pull this one back because well, it's kind of dying. There should be enough defense for now. I will need to set up cannons for the next attack, so actually, you know what?
Zerg are gathering. They will surely attack soon.
Okay, we can get the cannons for now. And when this is ready is when we'll get the Dark Templar.
The central reactor.
Our Dark Templar tech was not ready just yet. See, in the world of David Kim, every single unit costs a fuck ton of gas, and basically what we're doing is we're pouring all our gas into this DT tech, and it either works or it doesn't. It's very, very obnoxious to do this. There's no... Like, you can't do something... Let me put it this way. Think of the Colossus. You can screw up using the Colossus, but the Colossus will still deal a certain amount of damage. This is not the case with something like Templar. You whiff a storm and you're pretty much screwed. Now, David Kim is pushing very, very hard for the Templar sort of playstyle, where you spend all your gas on something, and it either does nothing or it does a fuck ton of things. And that's not exactly something that I like about an RTS. It's something that you would do in, I don't know, a game where you just play for like 5 minutes, just for shits and giggles. Not something where you plan to throw in hours playing. I don't know, I feel like it's just a really bad game design. But then again, I'm not David Kim. If I was, then I would hate my life. We also need to get a Templar Archive. See, this is what I'm talking about. You need a Templar Archive to get rid of the Ravens. You need a...
These Terrans' minds have been consumed. They are slaves to the hybrid. You must construct...
Okay, I'm supply blocked. Yeah, you need a Templar Archives to get rid of the Ravens. You need Colossi to defend, and you need Colossi to eventually attack. So a lot of this stuff is very, very gas intensive, and this mission basically forces you to do it in that manner. Fortunately, we don't need to make probes anymore, so we should get a little bit more income. I'm gonna bring one over here, so I guess I will have to make another probe. So I'll crown on that. We'll get this. Get 2 more stalkers. Okay, you guys are having fun with that. Maybe we should kill the buildings first. You can see the frame rate is already suffering, so David Kidd not exactly the best at doing, well, just about anything. Well, they took 1 cannon. Unfortunately, that means the next attack will involve a drop as well. So we gotta get ready for that with the Khaleesi. Actually, you know what? We'll put the cannon here and... yeah, I think that'll do. Now, the good thing is, with the campaign, the Khaleesi already has range. And this is the part... yeah, this part does have a Robin in it. I think we'll have to start working on the army units. You know what, you guys start working on that first. No, that doesn't work, does it?
Clever.
Okay, so we'll have to get rid of all of this shit before we can do anything else.
What would you ask of us?
I think I'll start working on a few more gateways as well. Put one here, put one here. Khaleesi's almost done. I only have 1 Templar because I'm banking on this Templar making it work. Oh, great. Don't lose the DTs. I forgot how this mission works. The bugs are over there. Right, you need to do everything before. That's a little bit obnoxious. You need to clear this objective before the next part will open up for you.
My charge. The Zerg forces will move soon. We must be cautious. As you say.
You can see the frame rate suffering a lot. Normally,
their reactor.
you can see the stalker shots. So there's the Templar. Actually, you know what? You give your life for Ire. I know Templar are valuable warriors, but in this case, they're not. Like, they already saved millions, or not millions, but like tens of supply of lives by getting rid of that Robin.
From the shadows I come.
Okay, so I got the upgrade going, we got the Khaleesi going, here's the Khaleesi. Ah, okay, make more. We'll make 1 more. So yeah, 73 supply, so I got this.
We seek Callus.
Thank you. We believed the end was at hand.
What do you know of this facility, Zealot?
The Terrans tortured us, experimented upon our flesh. Most did not survive.
I have seen foul work of this nature before, but Narud is dead. Whose hand brought you here?
Alas, I know not. Praetor, we wish to join you, to avenge our brothers in arms.
Then ready yourselves, Templar.
What's stupid is just how many units we're sacrificing for this. We got 6 bobs, and I'm pretty sure we sacrificed a lot more to get there.
Warriors, there is another cell ahead. Go forth and claim the vengeance you seek.
Clever.
Alright, you know what? The Terrans can go and warp in all they want. I need to hurry up to get to the next part.
Let our enemy know our fury.
Okay, so we got that going on. The Khaleesi are not doing well. Okay, the stupid Banshee is gone, which is good. Khaleesi didn't take any hull damage, which is good. DTs are clearing shit, which is good.
Avoid them if you can.
I'm not actually gonna avoid them. Hopefully they...
We are a type
Where are
of
they?
death that does not break.
Well, hopefully they can hold that shit off, because if they could, then that'll make my life a lot easier. Maybe I'll go and help them. Yeah, they're not gonna hold this. Oh, maybe they will. I should go and help them a little bit.
Well fought, brothers, but we should avoid the swarm in the future.
What is the void?
Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna start moving the Khaleesi over, and I'm starting to move my units as well. Guess we'll get the shield upgrades, pull another Khaleesi. Actually, we'll keep this one in the base. We won't be needing that many Khaleesi. Now, the reason I delayed the Zerg is so that they will still attack from this angle the next time they attack.
What would you have?
And the reason I'm doing that is because I don't want to take on this shit by myself. Normally, I thought it would be impossible for me to get there on time, but somehow we managed this time. Okay, so here it is. Bugs.
The swarm will begin another assault soon.
I have actually never done this before. Usually when I get here is when like they already attack someone else. So here we go. Here we go.
Devour them whole.
Oh, so these two stalkers will forever be remembered in the archives of retard magnets. And they served the greater good, but they died. But look at this. If we tried to attack this, we would have lost a lot more units. So, in a sense, the stalkers sacrifice themselves for the greater good, and blah 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 blah. Speaking of stalkers, we're gonna get more of that. We got this. Feel like the Zerg served their purpose. So they can go and sacrifice themselves for whatever the hell purpose Kerrigan decided for them now. We're a little bit Bob light. They are gonna warp in units here, but we have Khaleesi. They have no Vikings, they have no nothing, so I feel like we're gonna do fine here.
Experimenting with pylon technology.
Ah, great.
We should eliminate these Terrans and reclaim the pylon for ourselves.
Well, we're gonna get a pylon here so we can still warp in units. Unfortunately, we lost 3 of them.
Their corpses are still of use.
Reclaiming the pylon now. It's hard to believe such primitive beasts could manipulate our technology.
Well, they landed the Vikings to get screwed up by the Khaleesi because they're not exactly the sharpest tool in the shed. I see what they did there.
Fear is an illusion.
Make a few Templars. Actually, that was a terrible idea. Should have warped them in the base, because once we broke this, we will be able to get everything else from the base over here. So that was actually not a smart thing to do.
Destroying the bridge control has extended a
Although, Zerg has a base here, which means they will not be using this path anymore. Alright, let's take a look at what do we have over here. We have siege tanks, we have Ravens, we have just about everything obnoxious in the Zerg army, or in the Terran army. Although really, tell me what isn't obnoxious in the Terran army. We'll keep the DTs around. I mean, we'll need them to clear other shit. Okay, what we want to do is we want to storm this shit. It's a good thing the Templar has an attack at this. Let's go ahead and teach the Raven the course. Ah, great. Well, it did that on a Bob, so it's not going to really do much in terms of useful stuff. I think what we can do with is another round of Bobs, and we could be picking up this expand. know what, get rid of that stupid Robin. How's our Templar count looking? Pretty good. We still have all the Templar we need. Speaking of the lack of bobs.
Your time is running short, Zeratul.
Kerrigan, you know as well as I that Amon lives. Slaying his hybrid is a meaningless act. We must awaken the Zelnaga. Stand.
No response. Huh. There's a reason the stone.
I miss teaching the Thors the course.
We should delay no longer.
Ah, great, Warhounds. Warhounds are assholes. I know for some time the Khaleesi was tanking, but I really needed the bobs in there. Oh, great. Actually, you know what? We have these things. Use those. So you guys can keep pushing, I guess. Because these guys will basically clean up everything. You see, I'm still a little bit sloppy in terms of what I'm doing here. Now, the final base actually can survive the Zerg for a while, so I'm not exactly worried about it. Okay, so we got all the resources there. Our Templar count is looking good. We still have Storm if we need that. Well, we're smashing random shit, unlike a Protoss. So, Thor's, other stuff. Our Bob count is good, our Khaleesi count is good. Go ahead and teach Aravin the course. Go ahead and teach that the course as well, add this the course. I sure got rid of a lot of health.
Swarm prepares to assault Mobius Corps' final defenses. We must travel swiftly.
Minions, go forth and slaughter. I wish to be done with this already.
Well, there's Kerrigan's shit. I think there's still one more base over here, so I'll wait a little bit because we're kind of running out of units. Macro's not looking the best, but partially that's because of the frame rate. I'll just make a few more probes. Pylons is looking good. It seems like we lost one gateway. It's not exactly a big deal. We're sitting at 1 Templar. That's not exactly great, so I'll make one more. The thing is, we don't really need any more Templars. So you know what? Let's just go for it. I guess not all the units. We'll just give them the good old Storm. Apparently the Bob taking the most of that. Let's go ahead and... You know what? Yeah, we will take the Pylon. We like completion. Now the final part, these things is where they will scan all of the pylons that you take over. That's where they scan, and they will also scan, I believe they will scan in the final area, or where the main objectives are. So that's where you want the Zerg to play, because you don't want to deal with it yourself.
Returned to our rightful control. Warping in reinforcements now.
Alright, so these 2 Stalkers are going to be the hero of the Protoss army again, and they will be forever remembered in the archive of the retard magnet.
I am the voice. The Zerg are on the attack. Avoid them, brothers.
Oh, that's not happening.
For the reckoning.
They have like 4 hybrids in there, and tanks, and just about everything else obnoxious. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this.
Defenses are growing stronger. Push forward with all our might.
They can go have fun with that. We're gonna make more units.
Strike them down.
We can take a look at that. You can see just how many units are here. You know, so many that I don't want to deal with it. So we're gonna add more units to the archive of the retard magnet.
Intriguing.
I know I can probably get away with 1 Stalker, but if I don't get away with 1 Stalker, then I will risk them breaking through this, and also I'll have to wait for another wave of Zerg. So that's why I'm not using one Stalker here. And I guess at this point all we can do is hoard the resources, because, you know, I don't feel like playing this game myself. 14 are sitting at 15, so that's 16. We'll make 2 more for full saturation. Our army composition is looking pretty good. We actually didn't lose a gateway. We have 4 and 2 warping in, so that's looking good. We have Templars.
I am the voice of the eclipse.
Mineral field depleted.
So now all we're waiting for is the Zerg. We need the Zerg to make their attack.
Oblivion is readying another assault. Be careful.
This time with Banelings.
Destroy the reactor. Now!
Yep, there's a retard magnet.
Very well.
You know, sometimes they will catch on. They'll nibble a little bit. And here the Zerg got rid of just about everything. Now, will they complete the objective for us? Oh, isn't that nice of them?
We thank you, brothers. The Tal'Darim have been abducting Templar, bringing them to Terran stations, turning us into hybrid.
The Tal'Darim? Those heretics have never ventured so close to our worlds.
This can only be the work of Amon. Templar, where were they holding you?
Izel Naga Temple, unlike any I have seen. It was called Eris, but its location was kept a secret from us.
Mobius and the Tal'Darim both served under Narud's command. He would have known the location of this temple. The Atreus system. This is where Amon was reborn.